Hi everyone, welcome.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello, welcome to everyone that's just joining. I see a lot of you are coming in. Welcome. Welcome everyone who's just joining. We're going to wait just a few minutes for everyone to join, and then we're going to get started. So welcome to everyone who's just joined. So we can get started. I'll go a bit slowly in the beginning while people are still joining, but welcome again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Jamie, and I'm a senior manager with Recoded. For those of you who might not know about us, Recoded is an innovative nonprofit with the vision that anyone, anywhere should have the opportunity to thrive in the digital economy. Through our transformative educational programs, Recoded empowers youth and untapped communities to launch careers in technology and become agents of change. We're holding this session today using the webinar feature in Zoom. If you haven't joined a webinar before, we just wanted to let you know that you won't be able to turn on your mics, but we still know that you're here with us, and we encourage you to ask as many questions as possible. If you could please use the Q&A function or the chat, whichever you prefer, at any point during the session to ask your questions, that would be great. Our team will be collecting your questions and answering those we can while the session is in progress, and we'll save the rest for our panelists at the end of the session today. At Recoded, we actively promote women and diversity in tech to foster an inclusive and innovative environment, recognizing that diverse perspectives lead to more solutions and advancements in technology. By championing equal opportunities and representation, Recoded aims to break down barriers and empower women to contribute to a more vibrant and equitable tech industry, both in Iraq and the KRI and globally. As Recoded is a nonprofit organization, we rely on amazing partners and donors to support our mission. So we would like to give a huge thank you to all of our partners for enabling us to bring this session to life. We're all here because of their incredible contribution. Today, we're going to be hearing from a few fearless trailblazers shaping Iraq's tech landscape. We'll start by diving into the journey of 6 remarkable women who defied norms and triumphed in tech, and they'll be sharing some of their secrets to their success with all of us here today. Next, we'll explore the challenges faced by women in the industry, talk through strategies to break stereotypes, and wrap up with an interactive session to connect and ask more questions. Oh, I think we went one too far. Thanks, Manal. Without further ado, let's now turn our attention to our amazing panel of speakers here with us today. I want to apologize in advance if I mispronounce anybody's names. I did my best to practice beforehand, but still might make some mistakes. So first up, we have Ruaa Mohamed, a full-stack web developer, freelancer, and content creator. I'll pass the mic over to Ruaa so she can introduce herself a little bit more.
hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Jamie. My name is Ruaa Mohamed. Some of you are knowing me from my social media accounts. I'm a content creator. I'm a programmer. I worked as a full stack developer in some companies, and now I'm a freelancer. I'm very excited to talk with you guys to answer your question.
Thank you so much, Ruaa. Next, we have Shams Salat, an entrepreneur, systems engineer, marketing manager, and social media influencer. Shams, the floor is yours. I think you're on mute.
Oh,
There you
sorry. That was good, right? But the camera, is the camera facing me or facing something
Yep,
else?
it's facing you, and we can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. Thank you. Hi, I'm Shams, and as Jamie has said, I'm an entrepreneur and also I'm a tech content creator, and currently my work is in marketing, but it's still in the field of technology. And yes, I'm pretty sure that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have Aya Salam, who is a web developer and coding instructor. I will pass the mic over to you now, Aya.
Okay, hey everyone. I'm Aya Salam. I'm a web developer. I've been working for 4 years now, and I'm also a coding instructor, and I help women to get into tech by like teaching them coding and joining our amazing field. And I'm more than happy to answer your questions today.
Thank you so much, Aya. We also have Sura Aljailawy here with us today. She's a senior software project manager. Sura, the floor is yours.
Yes, hello everyone. So it's nice to meet you all here. So I'm Sura Mohamed, or Sura Aljailawy. I work as senior software project manager at Ethnic Telecommunication Company. So I lead the software project in the company, and actually I'm excited to answer your questions, feedback, or share insight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sura. Next up, we have Nabaa Nahith, who is a techpreneur and a technical consultant. It's always hard for me to say. Nabaa, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Recorded for making this happen. We really appreciate your hard work, and I want to thank all participants. So my name is Nabaa Nahith, and I'm based in Iraq. I'm so excited to share a bit about my journey today. Actually, I have my own company which provide programming solutions and training programs. In parallel, I'm working with Ekicard as a leader in the software development department, and I'm working as a technical consultant in Dubai. So I'm happy to answer your question today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, we have Fatimah Oleiwi, a digital writer and media specialist who will also be sharing her 12-step plan with us to create safe spaces in tech. Fatima, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jamie. Hello, everyone. My name is Fatimah Oleiwi, and I work as a digital writer, and also media specialist. I've worked with many NGOs and companies inside and outside Iraq, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you, and so excited for today's sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you again to everyone for being here with us today. So a few months ago, we sent out a survey to better understand what barriers you thought were standing in the way of your success. To those of you here today that filled it out, thank you so much for taking the time to do so, because it really crafted how we wanted to run this session today. So what we heard the most is that many of you are facing problems with discrimination, as well as a lack of network in the industry to support you, when we hope that this event can play a role in breaking down some of those barriers. But for those of you here today, we want to hear from you as well. We'll be activating a poll shortly, which we would love for you to respond to. It's all anonymous, so feel free to be as candid as you would like. Which barrier to success do you personally resonate with the most as a woman in the tech industry? I think it should be running now. Okay, we're seeing some challenges with salary. That's a big one everywhere right now. And too many other responsibilities to work full-time. Definitely, I feel like that falls on women in so many different occasions. Discrimination towards women, unfortunately, still a huge problem. And lack of female role models in the industry. We're hoping that today can play a role in showing you how many amazing role models there are. With too many responsibilities, definitely. Yeah, so a lot of really good answers coming in. I can see a lot of them are still pretty similar to the survey that we did over this a few months ago. But now I want to turn it over to our panel. What did you all feel was or is your main barrier to success as a woman in tech? Anyone feel free to turn off your mic on our panel. Let me know what you think. Yes, Sura?
Yeah. So actually, was my main barrier was like I actually identify my gender before my skills, which led me maybe to wrong thought or wrong path to prove myself daily on daily basis, which was so exhausting thing to do. So what I did after like analyzing the issue and identifying a solution for it, that I need to actually to prove my skills, that to prove that the skills is really matter in professional life more than the gender is. So hope this helped.
I think that's really good advice. I think like a lot of women everywhere constantly feel that pressure, especially true in tech. I think our highest one here was definitely like lack of network and lack of female role models, which I think has been like a consistent problem. Hopefully, this and other events like this can help to change that. Is there anyone else on our panel that would like to share some of their stories or any barriers that they faced? Feel free to just unmute yourself and go ahead.
Yeah, actually, for me, it was like the biggest obstacle I faced is the lack of network or like the lack of role models. Since according to our social norms, girls, their place is not in like STEM fields and they're not in tech and coding and other fields. So choosing such a field gives you doubts because there is you can see someone to look up to and like you feel safe, like yes, she chose this field and she did this, so I can do it too. All we see like it's a male dominant field, so we see all of the males, which like it builds in our subconscious like, okay, this is a male dominant field, like this is not my place, and that's totally not true. Like I've seen a lot of girls, and we have most of them here with us, like they made an amazing job in the tech field, and I met a lot, but like the spotlight didn't show them to the younger me, and I think it's still like it's not highlighting the models in tech to the younger girls, so they can feel safe to choose this field. So yeah, I hope like this session and like what we will do in the future will change that.
Thank you so much. That is really, really like a really good experience, and I think a challenge a lot of women face as well. Anyone else from our panel? I think it's a hand. Oh, Fatima, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Actually, I think gender discrimination is one of the most important like obstacles that we face in the technology sector. It is one of the actually like global issues, but in Iraq is no exceptions. Like while progress has been made in recent years to promote gender equality and women's empowerment in Iraq, like women still face significant challenges and discriminations in the tech industry. One of the like challenges that faced by women is limited education opportunities. Like women in Iraq may have a limited access to the equality education in science, technology, engineering, and etc.
Would you say that like even from when you were younger, you felt like more pressure to go into a different field, or like you saw boys being pushed towards more like math and science?
Yes, actually, I think it's like more, as my colleague said, it's more like a male-dominated field.
Yeah, I totally get that. All right, Ruaa, I think I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. For me, actually, I didn't face big barriers and something. Actually, I think there is opportunities for all of us, but I don't like to talk about things I didn't face. But I heard from my friends or some female friends that some fields in the technology, like networking and something like that, there is a discrimination, but not in all fields. Actually, programming don't depend on the gender. It doesn't, sorry. It doesn't depend on the gender, so I didn't face any barriers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruaa. Aya, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just it's exactly like what Ruaa said. In my opinion, like the gender discrimination that happens at work, it's because having a female in the work ecosystem or in the work environment with other developers or other techies is unfamiliar to them. So I think the solution for that is when women gets more familiar in the tech industry and we see more women in the tech industry, the discrimination against women will be much lower than we're facing here because it will be familiar for them to see them, and it's not a threat or it's not something new. We have to like check if she's really good or not. She's just another colleague for you. So yeah, I totally agree with Ruaa too.
I think that's great. Ruaa, did you have another comment? Is your hand still up?
Sorry, I forgot.
No, no problem at all. I just wanted to make sure you could speak if you wanted to. Shams, go ahead.
Yes, as just like Ruaa and I said, I'm also didn't like face that much of barriers, but when it's come to, I just want to comment on the lack of support from my family. Because I have known a lot of girls which are very good, and if they had the opportunities, what the others like when their family are supporting, they will like definitely be one of the greatest programmers I will ever know, because I've seen like their passion and everything, but the lack of support can really took you from the top to the lowest. And also it's came from that like to when it's come to our parents, they are still new to something like programming or coding or something like that. So yesterday I was in nail salon. Sorry for the story, but it just like really matched the thing of the leg support. And there was a little girl who was like sitting, and she asked me about like my phone and something like that. And then like her mom, she start to, oh, now you will start again talk about like this bullshit and not focusing like on your study or something like that. So basically the mom just has to try to shut down like her daughter, although she was really having, she was in a small age still, but still she has like information about the mobility and something like that. So yes, the support is very important, and we still in Iraq, we still have a lack of support because of the education of the families.
A lot of the women that go through our programs also feel like report the same things to us, and that's very unfortunate. Is there any other comments from our panel? Otherwise, we can move on. We have lots more exciting topics to tackle. Okay, great. Manal, if you could move to the next slide. So as we delve into the topic of women's success in challenging environments, I'd like to draw your attention to 4 key strategies that many women find crucial for success in challenging environments. So the first is be your best. Many women believe that success hinges on constantly striving to be their best selves, despite any additional pressure it may entail. The second is to confront stereotypes. So challenging and changing stereotypes is a really daunting task, requiring resilience and strength, but the impact is profound and far-reaching. The third is build mental resilience. So in a world where discrimination and unrealistic expectations are common, learning to shield oneself from undue criticism is crucial for mental well-being and professional advancement. And the fourth, which I think is definitely really critical, and I can see a lot of us here today are feeling the same way based on our previous poll, is to seek mentorship. So a lack of support is often a significant hurdle. However, the right mentor can provide not just support, but also valuable guidance and wisdom. So we'll now be activating another poll. So which strategy resonates most with you for overcoming barriers in the tech industry as a woman? Again, this will be totally anonymous, so we encourage everyone here to be as candid as possible and let us know what you're thinking or what resonates the most with you. Okay, yeah, I see a lot coming in for finding a mentor, and being the best version of yourself, that's the one that resonates most with me as well. Yeah, be the best version of yourself. It's definitely the most popular one so far. And building mental resilience also, like, it is sometimes tiring to be like in a situation where you may not have the support, or you're facing discrimination at work. So it is mentally draining. Yeah, finding a mentor, still creeping up. Being the best version of yourself. Yeah, I agree with that. So while some of you are still filling out the poll, I wanted to also turn this question over to our panel. So what do you think of these strategies? Or could you share a strategy that you implemented that helped you break through any barriers in your tech career? It could be here, it could be a different strategy you used. Yeah, Ruaa, go ahead.
For me, all the four are very right. I totally agree with them. But the most important is to build or extend your network. It's very important for us, not only for women, for anyone in tech. Building a good network with the right people that will lead you to better chances in your career. Thank you.
Thank you. Aya, go ahead.
Exactly as Ruaa said, like equip like a good network. But before that, like you should work on your skills, like get the requirements, improve your skills, get into the field, and then build your network. Go out, show yourself to the community. The community should see you in order to give you opportunities. Also, the most important thing is most of the opportunities here in Iraq comes from mouth words, like people ask other people's for good developers. So you have to get all those opportunities by networking. Also, the most important thing, always ask. Like, yes, you may face rejection, or like you may even face bullying. That's totally fine. Each juniors or beginners might face it. Just ask, get all the knowledge you need, seek seniors, go ask the seniors, how did they get there? What did you do? How can I be a senior like you? So yeah, just show yourself, talk, prove yourself in the community, and get good networking, and don't be shy, because build your confidence with your skills. When you have the good skills, there's nothing can stop you.
That's amazing advice. Thank you for that, Aya. Ruaa, did you have another comment? No, totally fine. Okay, Sura, I'll pass it over to you.
Okay, so actually I will talk about my strategy, how actually to overcome this barrier. So for me, I actually follow the proactive strategy to fix the issue I face during my job. So what I did actually to focus on, I put plan and focus on to elevate my skills, technical skills to be specific. I also gain like several certificates that showcase my capabilities and ability in the field, in the specific in the project management field. So by doing that, I actually changed my mindset from being or feeling injustice to feeling like to showcase my value in the field. And this strategy actually make me not only success in the tech industry, and also I get recognition I want in the organization. So without, even though that I'm here, without saying that, actually my skills talk instead of me. So this was my strategy.
That's amazing advice, and also bravo. Nabaa, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, about my strategy, I try to depend on myself. For sure, the network is very important, but your knowledge, the real knowledge, is very important to have it, all of us. And the technology field required continuous development. Development yourself, learn a lot, and accept the challenges, the failure, the rejection. The most important here to strive your achievement, your mission in the life, and I believe that the God is the greatest power that will help us in our path. So we have to depend on ourselves. We have to create a knowledge for ourselves, and we have to learn a lot to be grateful for our small steps, because these steps will drive us in our goal.
Thank you so much, Nabaa. Aya, I think you were next up, so I'll pass it over to you.
I just wanted to say a really simple thing, but like I think it's really important for all of us here, like for everyone who listening to our talk, like I think the important thing to do as women in tech is to always teach others. So like this is one of the strategies, like if you gain something and you seek strategy, always help others, because like this will reduce the gap we have. So this is, I just wanted to remind everyone with that, like with each simple knowledge, each simple experience, like just share it with everyone and like just help others to get what you have.
Thank you very much for that. Fatima, I think you were next. I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, actually, from my side, I think like seeking out mentors and networks, especially like connecting with the other women in tech industry who can like offer as like a guidance or even a support and advice would really like help us in this industry, because mentors can provide valuable insights and also share their experience with us.
I agree with you completely, but like networking and finding a mentor can sometimes be a bit of a daunting task. I think we'll have lots of questions about that in the Q&A session as well. Okay, Shams, I'll pass it over to you.
I want to say that you use like market yourself. Self-marketing is one of the best options you can do. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, and for sure you have LinkedIn. Use them. Even if you have like a small connection circle, even if it's like 20s, 30s, it's going to really going to pay like the benefit for it. So LinkedIn, start to say whenever you say, even if you think that this is all very small, I shouldn't like share it. No, you can make a content from it. Share your milestone. Someone else first, you will get like inspired the others, and also someone like maybe from the HR, maybe another programmer. You don't know which one going to land on your post. And yes, so even like when it's come to me, all the opportunities I got, it's all from the social media and LinkedIn. So, and also some of them are amazing, which is having like to travel outside, even when it's come to scholarship and everything. So you can say like all the opportunities, all the position now I'm having, it's all because of I'm always sharing what I got to learn. I'm always sharing this is a project I work on it, this is a project I participate on it. So share everything, and yes.
I think that's really great advice, and sometimes maybe something that women can not think about doing, like putting yourself out there and sharing like how amazing you are. Nabaa, did you have another comment? Is your hand still up from before?
I forget it.
No worries. Okay, were there any other comments from our panel? Otherwise, we can move on. Ruaa, go ahead.
Actually, I totally agree with Shams. I know a lot of successful women who doesn't show up. No one's knowing them, so the opportunities are few for them. When anyone I see with a talent or with has some passion in his field or her field, I tell them to please make an account on LinkedIn, and please make account, tell the people what you know, so you can find the right opportunities. So I totally agree with Shams. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other comments or thoughts from our panel today? Great. Okay, so now I'm going to be passing the mic over to Fatima, who'll be sharing some of her experiences and her best tips for breaking down barriers and creating safe spaces for women who want to work in tech. Fatima, thanks so much again for being here today. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Actually, it's a pleasure to be here with you all and talking with you with passion for empowering women in technology, not just by like encouraging their participations, but also by creating like a safe spaces that nurture their growth and success in Iraq, whether in Iraq or in the Kurdistan region. The tech landscape is evolving, and it is crucial that we pave the way for women to thrive in the dynamic industry. So I'm going through some of the steps that can help us to, for example, a plan for a safe spaces in technology. One of them is to like embrace diversity and creating an environments where everyone like feels valued, whether it's a male or a female. And one of the other steps is to, for example, establishing a safe reporting mechanism, for example, to ensure secure channels for reporting incidents or harassments or discriminations that happens in the workplaces. Also highlight the role models, always to celebrate successful women in technology, like providing inspirations and tangible proof of success, because not only for the Iraqi women, but also for all the people around the world to know that Iraq is also has a very successful women in technology. Also, another step is to implement diversity initiative and actively work towards diversity, encouraging the requirements and to recruit women for the tech jobs. Also, recognize the importance of work-life balance and implement policies that accommodates diverse needs for women. Also supports for like a leadership and encourage leaderships to, for example, champion diversity, setting the tone for the entire organizations or company. Also provides specialized education and training, because one of the most demanding things today is to keeping up to date for the tech steps and in the tech industry. So that's keep taking a training and also learning in this industry is very important. Also, conducting awareness and training programs, raising awareness about challenges women face, sharing experience and conduct training on an unconscious bias and other issues. Also measure the progress and maintain accountability, like establishing metrics to measure the progress and hold the organization accountable for inclusivity. Also create a mentorship and networking opportunities, which is which is one of the very important and essential steps to establish a mentorship programs and facilitate networking opportunities for women in tech. Also engage with the local community and inspire and support young girls and women in the local community who are pursuing tech careers. Will help a lot. Also collaborate with the government policymakers, because collaborate with the government bodies to advocate for policies promoting gender equality in technology is very important. So I think all of these steps collectively create a framework for an environments where women in tech can not only serve but thrive as well. So I think working together to build a future where every woman in Iraq and the Kurdistan region has the opportunity to contribute her unique talents to the world of technology is very essential. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those insights, Fatima. I definitely agree with you completely that we need to have more mentorship and networking opportunities, as well as like more opportunities to collaborate with both local communities and policymakers, because I think working together and collaborating as a group will definitely lead to change and create, a better environment for women to thrive in. So we'll now be activating another poll. So get ready. In your opinion, I'm sorry. In your opinion, what do we need to create a safer space? Okay, it looks like we're seeing a lot in terms of providing educational opportunities and training opportunities, more community engagement. Yeah, lots of answers coming in around establishing mentorship program. I think that's definitely one of the main takeaways from this session today is just having more opportunities to mentorship and networking. Encouraging more women's community engagement, agree with that. Lots of answers coming in for providing educational opportunities, more for mentorship. Okay, while everyone is still having a look at the poll, I also wanted to take a few minutes to turn this question over to our panel. So in your opinion, what do you think needs to be done to create safe spaces in the tech industry? Aya, go ahead.
In my opinion, the first step is not just the mentorship, is the awareness, to spread awareness to young girls that those opportunities exist and this field exists. Now, after having okay, we established a good base for girls to get into the field, then we should work on the gender engagement in tech fields, like during college or during programs or trainings. So during college, what we see, and I've seen that in most of our colleges here, that most the initiatives or the programs or even the graduation projects, it happens only the male leads the whole project and the females are not participating enough, even with the professors. Even the behavior of the professors is like, you should do that and she should do that, and usually give her the less work than him. I think we should start a revolution during the education in college and teach them that male and female work together, they're the same. So we can build a good base for the males, which is the dominant in the tech industry currently, to be more familiar, sorry, with females. Okay, after that, I think we should then start promoting programs for after graduate girls, also spreading office awareness. I don't think we have a good policy that protect women in the office or like in work. We don't have that, and no one thinks like we need it. But the fact is, I've been working for 4 years, and most of my companies I worked alone with that company, and all of the others were males. They were awesome, but in other places, I have heard other stories, and there is no policy to protect me. Okay, and that for other girls, maybe that will give them, I don't want this. This is not my field anymore. So yeah, in my opinion, those steps should be a valid reason to get a safe space for women in tech.
I think that's definitely a great response. I love the idea of starting a revolution. Are there any other comments from any of our panelists you might want to share? Yes, sure. Go ahead.
So actually, maybe I will totally agree with Aya for sure. But I will maybe emphasize on the strategy how to build a safe place in the work itself. So in my opinion, actually, we need to acknowledge that there is a diversity between men and women, and at the same time there is equality in promoting the opportunities. So we need to give the equal opportunity in the job, even in the job offer, equal opportunity in mentorship, in directing the like senior like I was in the way that senior male in the work, they don't like give the same direction and mentorship and coaching between men and women. This we need to change in the workplace, so we can give this the safe place that as a woman we can do we can follow this mentorship as same as a male. So because of that, I think this will be like a basic to make that acknowledge and to move forward to the next step.
I agree with you completely. I've been reading a lot about reverse mentorship as well, so that like people who are more senior, who maybe have been like working in one specific area for a while, actually are matched with someone more junior who could be a woman or a different minority, to like better understand their experience, their personal experience, and to shift like the more senior person's mindset. So it's something I've been thinking about and would like to see in more places. Are there any other comments from any of our panelists? Aya, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's something similar to what my colleague just said. But like I've noticed something, like the mentorship itself, even if we had mentorship or even in the work environment, I noticed that um, when we have seniors leading the juniors, and probably the junior is a female, we have a gap of the experience, because what a woman goes through and growing up, like you already have doubts whether this is your field or not, and everyone is like males around you, and you just need to listen from another experience from a male perspective is also an issue, because what a male perspective is not the same as what a female perspective is. So I think we should emphasize on the point where like the mentorship should be from the same gender, so we can all know the experience we're going through, so I know how to lead her and like to give her the right steps to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's amazing advice as well. Are there any other thoughts or comments from anyone on the panel today? Shams, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say one more thing to what I said, that when she said like about the awareness, I think because they have like a wrong idea when it's come to what people like work in tech they do. So when it's come to the Iraq, the students in the college, or before like even going to the college, they went to study something which is already have like a real job, or they at least they're going to have a job when they're going to graduate. So if they know how much there's opportunities when it's come in tech field, I think there's more people and more women that are going to have the encouragement and have more like passion to apply for it, because currently they think that and it's, to be honest, for now stage, it's the true. Like when it's come, even like for now, when we are like even they have when they study like IT or anything related to tech, after they graduated, they're not going to work in tech companies. They're going to find like any office or something like that. So this give a bad image for the tech. So if this image, like if we can like enhancement or show them that how many opportunities they have, and what is like the salary range, what is the thing that we have, the things, I think it's going to encourage them and have like they feel they're going to be saved in the future.
Yeah, that's amazing advice. I agree with you completely. I think like salaries is always something that's been kind of a mystery. I'm appreciating some of the changes that you see where they advertise a salary range, so you know at least what to expect. Any other thoughts on this? Otherwise, I see there's a lot of questions that have been coming in the Q&A section that we can move on to, unless either of you have any thoughts. Great. Okay, so I'll dive into some of the questions that's been coming in. First one, which I think has been really relevant to a lot of things that we've been talking about today, is what is your advice for a college student trying to build a community of support and networks for women in STEM on campus? Any advice on helping my peers build tech skills early in their college years to kickstart their career journeys? Any thoughts from anyone on the panel? Aya, go ahead.
Yeah. So, first of all, like, great job if you're trying to do that. That's really amazing. And trying to build community for people in college, that would be amazing. My advice maybe will be is to build connection first in the college, to take authority from the college, and to advertise yourself between your peers. It's not going to be easy because the mindset of the students in college is not dynamic, and most of them thinking like, why would we do that? Why do you need us to do that? You should be smart and know how to advertise the benefits of what you're doing. Also, I don't know which university you are, but like, um, if you're trying to do that in a university and you don't have one of those clubs, like there is a universal clubs, international clubs, try to do that. That will benefit you, benefit others, benefit your colleagues, and you will already follow something international. You already have that, build your own club, your own network, your own circle, and start small. Don't aim high. Start small. The smallest, just a group, Discord group, Telegram group, share knowledge between you guys, then develop it step by step. And yeah, that's great. And I really love how you want to share knowledge. So I wish the best for you.
Thank you so much. Ruaa, I'll hand it over to you.
Yes, I really liked her question. I like the people who want to help others. You know, a lot of us enter the college and they don't have many information about the field. You know, it's depend on your degrees and something like that. So when you went to computer science or computer engineering and something like that, a lot of people don't like the field. They think it's difficult, it's hard to understand. So a lot of them try to leave it or finish it without even, try to know the field. So it's very helpful to be the guide for them and to tell them what fields there is. And it's very, it's very a huge field. You can find a lot of opportunities in this field. So it's very important to share your knowledge with other students and tell them that there is diversity in this field and you can choose any path you want. For me, my advice for her is to be social, know a lot of these students, talk to them, and like Aya said, make your own club or join to the university clubs. There is now there is a lot of clubs and ideas, and it's better than when we was before. So you can join that or make your own. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ruaa. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm a bit older than most people here, but I think it's definitely changed a lot from when I was in university to what I'm seeing now. Are there any more thoughts or comments from anyone on the panel? Otherwise, we've got some more questions we can dive into. Great. So could you give any tips for junior software developers who might be just starting out in their careers? How can they grow in the workplace, in your opinions? Aya, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think the very first advice will be don't give up. I think this is the first thing we will start with. You will face a lot of obstacles. You will have to learn a lot. And that brings us to the part where you should learn a lot. Learn the concepts. Don't be just a coder. Be a developer. Have the mindset of a developer. Learn the huge concepts, algorithms, data structures. Have a deep understanding for what you're doing, not just writing code. Okay, so when you write code, you should know how this is actually working. And this is on the skills part. There is another huge important part, which is the personality traits in work. Be initiative, be smart, talk, provide solutions, show them what you know. Don't be shy. Don't be like the person who just get the work done. No, be the creator, be creative, sorry, who creates solutions the best way. And as I said, always don't be just the one who does the work and that's it. No, have a good skills and speak up and show them what you know and communicate with others.
That is great advice. Thank you very much, Aya. Are there any thoughts or opinions from our other panelists? Sura, go ahead.
Okay, so sorry, I have no electricity, so because of that, my camera is off. Okay, so I actually will talk about as my experience as a software project manager. As we work closely with the software developer, and we have onboarding a lot of junior software developer also. So I think what we're missing in the workspace as juniors, that they don't have any awareness in the business. So actually, in the rapid change of business world, especially in software industry, we need this to build the awareness as soon as possible. So if they have some time, like besides the learning coding, programming, and development, and all the concept related to technical, which is so important for sure, to learn more about business. This will be like more like elevating skills of the junior to be more mid to senior. Actually, having this the concept of business, how the marketing needs is how the requirement actually built, why we need this requirement to be built in this software specifically is so important to have as a junior project manager, especially in this time of changing. So I think this will be like a plus to like distinguish between peers in the software development.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Like sometimes making like that next step in seniority can be a little bit, I guess, intimidating, but like getting those skills and understanding like the different types of skills maybe that are separate from technical skills, I think is very good advice. Is there any thoughts or advice from our other panelists? Okay. All right, I'll move on to the next set of questions, which I think is that's something that's come up quite a bit. In your opinions, what's the best way to find like a woman mentor, and how would you find those opportunities on LinkedIn? There's another similar questions about like how you make these type of connections. Do you just like stalk someone on LinkedIn or cold email them? What would be your best advice for people who are looking for a mentor or looking to build their network online or in person, actually? Fatima, go ahead.
Actually, for the people who are seeking a mentor or how to find, for example, a job or an opportunity on LinkedIn, I would say that LinkedIn is a very wide word with a lot of opportunities. If we like try to like use it in the right way, we can get a lot of opportunities in LinkedIn. For example, you can like follow or connect with the mentors or people who are like inspiring you in a specific like topic or area. For example, in technology, in marketing, in any industry. So you can find a lot of people who can help you with this. You can, for example, send them a message, tell them I'm interested in this things or that things, tell them how, for example, I can apply for this opportunity that you, for example, published online, or how can I, for example, reach out to someone. So it is very easy also to use. So you can reach out to people who have, like, for example, the experience to help you with all of that.
That is amazing advice. Thank you, Fatima. Ruaa, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, thank you. For me, about LinkedIn and how to find mentorship, how to find opportunities, or how to communicate. Actually, the first thing you need to do, as Shams said earlier, you need to post anything you take. Like when you participate in a specific course, or you have some boot camp or something, you have to share this with people. So anyone, after connecting to them, actually, yeah. So anyone who have the chance or have the opportunity for you, maybe they will think about you. And in each event, and tech event like recorded today, and any event happened in tech, you have to participate in these events to know people, start to talk to them, start to tell them what is your career, what you have done, what is your achievements, and something like that, so they can thought about you when they get the chance.
Thank you very much for that, Ruaa. Are there any thoughts or opinions from some of our other panelists? Okay, we do have another good question here that I think will be great to ask everyone here today. How do you balance your personal life and your work life without feeling guilty about, like, maybe caring for children or housework or doing other things? Okay, lots of hands up right away. Ruaa, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, you will always feel guilty. It's very normal. If you try to balance your life and something like that and something like that, there is always a gap. And you work a lot, so you forget your family, or you give your time to the family and you will forget the work. So it's very normal. Don't feel guilty about that, but try to balance as you can. Okay. And that's it.
I think that is really good and very honest advice. I appreciate that. Aya, I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, so I agree with Ruaa, and immediately, like, I was having a camera issues and I heard like balance. I'm like, I'm gonna answer that. So from my personal experience, I was a workaholic. I was a workaholic to the point that I couldn't even see my cats, my family, my friend. So yeah, that was a mistake, because you should know tech is not easy, but like once you love it, you will enjoy what you're doing. You will do it and you're happy. And then you will start to realize, like, you will finish the job and there's a huge journey coming to you. What I mean is, like, don't pressure yourself. All the opportunities are here. Have a balanced life, because you love tech, yes. It's hard, yes. If you pressure yourself, if you become a workaholic, you will hate it. You will have a burnout. You will have a code phobia. You will see code and then you will panic. No, balance between them. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your work. Don't consider it as a 9 to 5 job and that's it. No, enjoy it and love it. And to be honest, uh, working as a developer for us women is really a good opportunity, because most of us work remotely and we have this option. So if you work hard right now, and then you will be like a senior position or a consulting position, and then you will be working remotely, it will give you more time to balance your life. But take care of your health. Don't forget, because working remotely and working in tech will make you forget about your health. that will also like ruin it. So my advice is just enjoy what you're doing. Pay attention to everything. All the opportunities are there. Believe me, they're not going anywhere. Don't pressure yourself so you won't get burned out. And good luck.
Thank you very much for that. I think that's really, really good advice. I think that happens to a lot of people where you just turn into a crazy workaholic. Fatima, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, I think like balancing personal life with the work can be like a challenge for anyone, regardless of gender. But however, like women often face unique like considerations and exceptions due to the like societal norms and traditional gender roles. So I think one of the advices is to set a boundaries, like establish a clear boundaries between work and personal life, define like specific work hours, and try to stick to them as much as like possible.
Yeah, I think setting boundaries is like really one of the best things that you can do for yourselves. Is there anyone else on the panel who might have a few thoughts they want to share? Okay. So I'll go to another question here. What's the best way to showcase your skills, which I think we talked about a little bit earlier today, and also develop your network? Aya, I'll pass it to you.
So I think there is one side of it. My colleague Shams already answered it, which is using social media. Social media is a really powerful tool, and I know there are some girls who can't actually show their picture or just they can go to public. There's a lot of ways to show information. I think we have with us like a content creator in tech who only shares knowledge and shares her knowledge and work on the Instagram, which is great. You don't even have to show your face. And that's the one way. The other way, please focus on the skills and focus where to show it to the right people. Meaning, we have like GitHub, build projects there. Be active on GitHub. So when you apply, they can see you contributed a lot on your GitHub. Also, like do those online challenges, like Lead Code or HackerRank. Have a profile there. And for people who don't know those websites are websites to build your problem solvings. And international companies usually ask you if you have account there, and they can see your points. It's like evaluation metric for your practice and your skills. So there is two sides, so I can summarize it. Your social media to show it to everyone, like for a potential customer or client or like organizations and other. And the other side is for recruiters, the tech recruiters, which is GitHub, Lead Code, your portfolio, your work, and open source contributions. So work on that and balance between them, and inshallah, you will get an amazing opportunities to shine up between others.
Thank you very much. Fatima, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, I think the best way is to showcase yourself is to like share all the things that you have, for example, the jobs, the training that you have. And the best like applications for this is LinkedIn, where you can share all your professional successful training and skills and everything. So there is a lot of training like happen. So once you go to the training and you want to share that you have a training and you have new skills, you can share for example the certificate that you have or the skills that you gain from this training in LinkedIn. It's like building for me like LinkedIn is like a CV for our like skills and also trainings opportunities that we get. So doing that and also like building a very like strong connections and network by, for example, connect with the people like who like, for example, hiring and recruiters. This will also like help you to get, for example, more opportunities.
Thank you very much, Fatima. Is there any other thoughts from the rest of our panelists? Okay, we had two questions that just came in that I think would be interesting to ask everyone here today. One is, how do you stay motivated when you're working or learning something new or even doing something that you love? And also, like right alongside that, have you ever faced any problems with procrastination, even if you're doing something that you love? Yeah, Ruaa, go ahead.
Actually, for me, it's all about commitment. Um, we cannot stay motivated all the time. We have, problems in life and something like that that may affect our work or our motivation. So try to be commitment to the thing you are doing, even if there is a small change each day, a small step, better than nothing.
That's really good advice because some days you're just tired. So just telling yourself that, like, okay, I'll just do nothing today is a good start. Okay, Aya, I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, so the thing is, I think you should love what you're doing. And yes, we face a lot of issues. Sometimes you don't want to work, sometimes you want to work. The most important thing, don't get burned out and do something you love. Like, even if you're working, you don't have to always work. Do something you love. You love cats, build a website about cats. You love dogs, build a website about dogs and learn something new with it. Make the process fun. Not, you're not obligated. You have to do it and you must do it each day. No, you're human in the end. And put a realistic output for your skills. Like usually when we start coding, oh, I'm gonna finish this project in 2 days. But no, put a realistic deadlines, put a realistic reality that you're human. You don't have much time. You have work, you have you should take care of yourself. And yeah, and also I think the most important thing is take rest and don't pressure yourself. Once you feel you're burned out, just go. Like forget you're even a coder, forget about it, and then come back again. That will keep you motivated and won't make you feel like you're in danger zone and you have to complete everything right now. Good luck.
Thank you. That's very good advice, and I agree with you completely to make sure to take care of yourself. Sura, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, so actually my thing I want to emphasize is actually that we will have ups and downs. So these that like developing and learning something is not linear. It's always there will be uplift, like it's normal. So like be motivated every day, every hour, every minute is not possible. We are human being. So, but what actually was a great advice for me that will help me even not procrastination is everything is to not doing it twice. So if you didn't like practice for today, it's okay, but don't do it tomorrow. So this will be like help me a lot to continue to finish a lot of courses, make applying for certification and everything. This will like a golden advice actually I had during all these years.
I think that's really good advice because it's so easy to not do something for one day and then even easier to really not do it the second or the third day. Shams, I'll pass it to you.
I will say something that I usually do, which is a daily planner. And in this daily planner, you will write what you have to do. And it has to be like very small tasks, like not the big one. So small goals or tasks, you have it. And then at the end, when you finish them, you're going just like to scratch over them. This is like the best feeling ever. You will just feel relaxed. And also you're going to feel motivated about the things that you are going to do. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to remember you have this thing you have to do. Even when it's come like to programming and to writing the code, you can just like put a note in your in the laptop in your homepage, and in this you can write whenever the task that you have, and then you have like to just like to finish them. And I just want to say again that yes, it's very normal, and all the people wherever you see like maybe on social media, on LinkedIn, you will see all the ups of the people, but you have no idea what was behind this. So there's like a huge maybe fail, there's like a huge even like someone will get to the point when we are crying, when we don't have any goal. Sometimes I'll stay in bed like for one day, and I won't like move. So yes, while maybe you can open my Instagram account, you will see, oh, I have like made this, and also I get this and this and this, because we always show where's the best. We always motivate. We don't show where is like what we are really currently have been struggling though. But this can make like really effect on your psychologist when it's come, because you will see all people are doing like is the success. So it's okay, and this is very normal, and we all get to this.
Thank you. I think that's really, really good advice, because yeah, most people see you doing like such amazing projects every day, and they're like, oh, but like I'm tired. I didn't want to get out of bed today, and now I feel bad. Are there any other thoughts from any of our panelists? Okay, I have another question that I think will be good for this panel as well. What do you think about like how can you switch careers while balancing your responsibilities? On one hand, this person can't leave their current job because they need money and have responsibilities, but they also want to change their career and start something else that maybe they'll be more passionate about. Yeah, Sura, go ahead.
So I will talk about my personal journey regarding switching career. So I was actually previously I work as a network engineer, and it's totally different what I'm doing now as software project manager. So what I did actually, I during the weekends and after the work, I enrolled in a boot camp. It was a front end actually boot camp. This was the first step to change my career to software industry rather than network. I do small things daily. Maybe it's take more time than someone without responsibilities and then work. But eventually I could like apply to job and I could be accepted and change the career. So it's not possible. It's hard, maybe challenging, but it's possible. Like doing some small steps every day and stick to it, and then you can switch to your career without lose the salary you need in the life. This is actually what I did. So it is a personal journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Ruaa, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, for me, my first job wasn't programming, so I was exhausted. I didn't like the job and something like that. So I start to apply to another jobs, to another opportunities. The companies need a junior programmer and something like that. While I'm doing my work, actually, in the time of the work. So when I get to the interview and you know how to guarantee the second job, I left the first job. And that what you should do if you are if the salary is really important for you, so you can apply for other jobs while you are in a current one. You don't have to leave it and then try to find one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shams, I'll pass it over to you.
I think I'm the one who have like really moved like maybe a lot from this. So the thing how it started is I was in the same situation. I was one of the seeds program, which is they took the best students to do this in tech, and they got them to China, and I was like just this is what I want, and also still this is what I want. And then when I graduate, I work also in tech field and everything. And then I start without knowing, I start to comment on the marketing, and until I got them to say that I have to join the marketing team as a marketing supervisor, although I even didn't have the experience or like that much knowledge. So yes, and then like in a few days, I just see myself, I'm going from a different field that's totally different, but when it's come to it, I'm still like loving it. So yes, so do what you love, and this is the best thing. you're going to thank yourself later because you are doing this movement. And sure, I'm not saying to do it like directly. No, do it like as a step of step. Don't lose the interest in both of them. You can keep doing it from this to this. It's all about priority. So where is the most important to you? Which field, which things you have to do, and then you can put like you have like 2 hours for this one, and the rest is for the main one that have you the job and have you the money and everything. But please don't lose the interest for both of them, and you can do it.
Thank you very much. Any other thoughts or advice from any of our panelists? Okay, we're going to take a left turn a little bit for one of our last questions. We're almost done with time, so if anyone here still has some open questions, please add it to the Q&A and we'll do our best to get to it. But what do you think about the growth of AI and its impact on the tech industry? Aya, over to you.
Yeah, since I was thinking of shifting my career into AI, I'm really happy someone asked this. So the growth of AI is amazing. Like people are doing amazing job, but like one thing we have to differentiate is the base of AI and how it's being used. Like sometimes when you see AI in everywhere, like in everything, every tool, we think that it's taking our job or it's getting dangerous, or no, the level of AI right now is not that advanced. Yes, it is advanced, but like it's still machine learning. We didn't reach like the actual AI or like the actual AI superiority or all of that. But like the AI right now is a tool helping us to get better, to do our jobs better, and it has an amazing future. And I really want to emphasize on the importance of the opportunity we have it right now of entering the AI industry. It's like when React first started in 2014, and like everyone were like, oh, this is something new. And now it's one of the biggest frameworks we're coding with. AI is way bigger than that. So if you're interested, get into AI right now. It's not going to take our jobs, not anytime soon. Use it wisely. Please use it wisely. We are having a lot of coding tools that help you build everything you want, and it might affect you like in a bad way. So use it wisely and build projects with it. Whether you're a web developer, backend developer, whatever, discover it. Use it because you will be fascinated by the way AI has been developed and what can AI do. Also, knowing AI can give you a lot of ideas, a lot of like maybe you want to do projects or you want to build your own business. It will give you a lot of ideas of how to build it. And yeah, like to summarize it, AI has been growing really fast, really amazing way. It's not dangerous yet. It's not going to take our jobs. Learn it if you can. If you don't want to learn it, just know everything about it because it's an important tool for us.
Thank you so much, Aya. Even as like a non-technical person, I find myself leaning into using AI a little bit more as well, as responsibly as possible. Any thoughts from any of our panelists on AI and its impact? Should we be scared? Okay, we have one more question that we can get to before we wrap up our session today. How do you find investors or people or companies who are willing to fund your projects or work with you? Shams, go ahead.
Again, we will say that social media is because if you have a goal, how can other people know that you have a goal? So unless you say this is gold and this is the feature of this, and so post about it, talk about it. Whenever it's a video, you can show yourself, or whenever you can show your work. If they can see it, like what have you already in the past have post, if they can have the trust in you, they can find it. And now currently, one reel, they can go viral over everything. And instead of getting like one company to do the sponsorship of the thing, you can get even like ton of others if you have managed to know how to talk effectively and how to get to the right channel.
Thank you very much. Nabaa, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes. Okay. Before that, you have to ensure you are define your project. You have to ensure you are solving a problem in the in your market. Okay. So maybe you do a project, but not have importance in your country. Okay. So you have to resolve a problem in your country. This is first step. You have to do the market research. You have to create a business plan. Then you can expand your network, because maybe when you start to show your project to the people, maybe you will get investors. But when you provide the investor your proposal or your documentation, the idea, it will be not good, for example, or maybe I advance as well. It's very important. Start your research with the investors after you create your MVP from your project. And I mean, in the MVP, it's a minimum viable product. Okay, like it's a prototype of your product. So and the best from this, you have to start with one client, two clients, that to only to test the market demand for your project. Okay, but from maybe from thousands of projects, only you will get successful in one project. Okay, so keep your trying, learn from your trying. After that, you can ensure from your idea, your project, and the most important, your documentation, your insights. Yes, that's all. You have to focus on this step, and this is a very good step to start your project and to have funds from investors. And last thing, there's a lot of platforms. You can, I will send it now. You can see the investors worldwide. Okay, you can talk with them and give them your idea. Maybe they will support you in it.
Thank you very much. It's great advice. Aya, I'll pass it over to you.
So yeah, my two colleagues here said almost everything, but like I just want to emphasize on another two things, which is again, networking. And probably you will start wondering, how do I get those networking? We have actually like business incubators, focus on those. We have a lot of business incubators here in Baghdad or even in Kurdistan, which is they take your early stage project, they help you develop it, and then in the final stage, they give it to investors to invest in it. So use that. That's a great opportunity for you. We have multiple ones here because they will just like shorten the way for you. They will take it, they will help you develop it, and they will give it as a proposal for the investors. And I can also like search for some of them and send them here. That's okay.
Great. Thank you very, very much, Aya. Any other thoughts from any of our panelists today? I know we're getting towards the end. Well, great. Well, we really encourage everyone here to connect and to continue to support each other in the future. Nabaa, go ahead.
Yes, I see Zahra asked me a question. Can I answer it here?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. She asked me about my freelancer job as an Android developer and about my company. So my company, I started since from 1 year ago. Okay, and it's a provider programming solutions. Okay, after approximately 8 years from experience, I started this step. So it's not easy step. It's a challenge, okay, but I enjoy in this challenge and I enjoy in this journey. About the freelancer job, my first job was freelancer. Okay, I'm not get any full-time job after my graduation. How I get a freelancer job? Actually, I focus around 6 months. I'm not go anywhere from my room. Okay, I only get a certificate. I develop myself. Okay, after that, I start to create a project for free for anyone request a project in social media for sure. Through LinkedIn, I start post my project through LinkedIn. So after that, I receive offer from a company which pays in French as Android developer. Okay, after that, I start as Android developer. This is my first job. And then I start front end and so on. Okay, so I hope I answer your question, Zahra.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I also encourage that person to follow you on Instagram as well. And as I said before, we did share everyone's Instagram handles and some of the LinkedIn accounts as well in the chat. So I hope everyone took some time to connect and follow. If not, click on them now before we end the webinar. So yeah, we encourage you to give them a follow so you can see some of the amazing things that our panelists are doing to contribute to the ecosystem. So additionally, anyone here today, we encourage you to share your profiles and connect with each other just to create a more supportive community of women that are working in tech. So this will be a great opportunity to build networks and collaborate on some really inspiring projects. A huge thank you to all of our panelists for being here today. We're really, really grateful that you took the time. And thank you to everyone else who joined today and for asking such amazing and thought-provoking questions. This has been such a wonderful afternoon. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, and just remember to connect with everyone here today. Thank you again. I hope you have a great night. Bye.